Welcome in. This is Brett from Grandpa's Treasure Shop, fresh up out the Shadow Realm. Today we're going to be doing another market watch. A lot of crazy things happening in the market. Without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and hop right in here. I know the other day we talked about Lacrima, the Crimson Tears from Rage of the Abyss, and this card is just going going crazy right now. Um, yeah, shout out to the people who picked these up when she was like $7. But yeah, look at this. Like the minimum price that you can get this card for right now is 37.25, and that's you can get. They got three listings now. Once we creep on beyond that for the more reputable sellers, we're looking at $40 for Lacrima. Like that is just wild. Like this is a good card. If you have this card, definitely worth offloading this because we never know. We never know. Battle's a legend. We might get a reprint. Who knows? Like there's where the uncertainty comes in. I think offloading this is a more conservative, safe bet. But I mean, if you're a player and you need this to play, totally understandable. But hey, if you could play something else for now where you don't need this card, man, this you don't want to miss out. If they announce a reprint, this card is gonna tank. I mean, we all remember what happened to Engraver. That card was over $100. And then next thing you know, it gets mass reprinted in Stampede. And now the original secret rare, $2. We're not even going to talk about that card today because, we want to tell you guys what cards you should be offloading and, some good pickups. So next here, we're going to talk about Songs of the Dominators. This has been another hot card for us as well. We see a lot of these going out. And just look at this. Like, this card goes hand in hand with all the Dominus cards. I think this card has a lot of future potential, and we all remember what happened to Dominus Impulse and Dominus Purge. Those cards were heavily slept on from the get go, and then they just skyrocketed. And as far as a reprint goes, this card is brand new from Alliance Insight. So this card probably isn't going to get a reprint anytime in the near future. I feel like the closest thing to a reprint we might get is the 10s that might come out towards the end of the year, but we have the whole summer. So check this out. The chart right now. This, by the way, I think is a very good price to start picking this card up. You could get this card right now for like $9-10. Like, if you ask me, I'd probably just pick up a playset of these, maybe just one, just to get exposure to it. Like it's important. Shout out to Jay, fresh off the press. I watch him frequently myself. I'm a huge supporter of other creators, but he had mentioned something. One day he said just even getting one copy of this just gets you exposure to the card. That's something I wholeheartedly agree with. Because even if you don't want to drop $30 to get a playset, just dropping like $10 just to get one copy of this, you're getting yourself exposure. Because what happens if this card does end up having the same impact as like Dominus Impulse, and this card ends up being like $70-80? You're still coming up just off one copy. Now, if you're a little bit more aggressive or you have more purchasing power, then yes, grab a place out of these. But now, this isn't official financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes only, and this is solely based on my opinion, from what we see at Grandpa's Treasure Shop and, cards that have been going in and out. Yeah, so this is another good pickup, just from my personal opinion. But next, we're gonna talk about this brand new card from Alliance Insight, Jurishin, the Cursed Thunder God. This card, I remember, check this out. Pre-sales, $10. Tanks. Goes all the way down to less than $1. Now, this card, it's like after shipping, you're looking at like almost $4 for this card when it was like 91 cents. So shout out to the people who been picking these up, because do I think this card could go up? Absolutely. Let's look at this chart right here. Like it's already at 379. I think it could dip down a little bit, but then it's probably going to go back up. And that's what we call the booty shape recovery. Like it's probably going to do that. I mean, just for this ultra rare, there's only 7 pages, which is crazy for a new ultra rare. You know, usually if people are not coming in to snatch this card up by this point after Alliance Insight, if this was just like a mid card, you know, there'd probably be like 12 pages, maybe 11. But the fact that there's only 7 pages of this card is kind of wild, if you ask me. I mean, we're just going to look at some of the sales data here. You know, today is the 26th, and looks 3 of these are already gone from today. And yesterday, we had a lot of people coming in for this card. So people do want this card. So this is another good one to keep on your radar. I don't think, you know, the buy-in price is the worst. I mean, it feels tough paying $4 for this card. Me, I think just based on what I see on the chart here, you know, my advice, I would say it's probably worth seeing if this does take a small dip before snatching some of these up. I mean, I don't know how I feel about paying $4 for this card, but I mean, the fact that it could be like 10, 15, you never know. Never know. Next, we're going to talk about some of the Vanquish Soul cards. Now, there is a lot of hype around this because they're getting support, and I know it's doing good in the OCG. Man, just for a damage first ed, we looking at $23 for this card. But then we see some of the reputable sellers, we're like 25, 26. Bottom of the page, we're close to 30. Yo, look at all these Vanquish Soul cards. I do believe this is another good one to keep in mind. Everything else is already skyrocketed. This one, this is a key essential card that you need in the Vanquish Soul deck. This is the Link 1, y'all. So this card is already, like, it went up a little bit and then it's starting to come down. Now I think would be a good time to execute on this card. I mean, sure, Gamer's Choice, there's a crazy wall of China here. 828 copies of this. Man, these cards are going to get ate up. I'm trying to tell you, this card could very easily be 20, 30 or more because this is a key requirement for the deck. Like, you need this. And if we all know, bro, like Link monsters of all things, especially a Link 1, are the ones that are prone to being the higher value cards. Like, I think this card is a good pickup price right now. Like, if you're paying less than 10 bones for this, man, snatch this up. Next, we are going to talk about another Vanquish Soul card from Age of Overlord. Like, look at this chart, man. We looking at a Mount Everest over here. This is kind of wild. I mean, I don't think this is a bad price point for this either. Less than $10 for this card, man. Honestly, it feels tough, right? Because, I mean, if we looking at just a little bit ago, this card was 68 cents. But you still want to get some exposure. Like, if you have the purchasing power, it might be worth just picking up at least one copy of this just so you can get yourself some exposure. If this card does peak at like 20, 30 bucks, I mean, you're still 2, 3xing, you know? That's just my personal take on it. I wouldn't personally pay more than $10 for this, but if you can get these for some deals or like throw-ins on a trade, man, this is a good one. Next, we're going to talk about Sales Ban. This card has been going parabolic, y'all. Like, this, I don't even really follow the Yu-Gi-Oh meta per se. You know, I used to be a player. Now I'm with Grandpa's Treasure Shop, so I'm on the other side of things. But look at this chart, man. This is literally a rocket ship to the moon. Like, and then we're just stuck in orbit. Like, look at this. And this is the technical, well, no, the max rarity is the secret rare. So considering this is the lowest, I think there's a common of this too, if I'm not mistaken, being a higher rarity, the lowest highest rarity being a super rare. This is a crazy price for this card. I would not be picking these up, but I do think it's a good point to be offloading these cards. Let's look at the secret rare here, y'all. This, I wanted to save the best for last here. Like, this card is over $10. You talking about like 12, 13 bucks to get this card, and there's only 6 pages and they're going quick. Let's look at the sales data here. Just to, oh no, we ain't got no sales for today. But if we looking at yesterday, we got 4 people that came in. Somebody snatched one up. The other 3 people, man, they're buying play sets of this, because this isn't just a card that you need one of. If you're gonna play this card, you need 3 of these. From, man, salesman from Battle of Chaos. This is wild. I cannot believe this card's been going parabolic. It's literally gonna, it's an average about 15 right now. Like, that's wild. When this card was literally less than $1, like not that long ago. Excuse me, guys. It's kind of recovering over a cold, but so just bear with me. Now we're going to talk about some of the Mitsurugi cards. Yo, of course, we all know this is the hype deck. This is the deck that's doing the best right now in the meta, even though I don't really follow the meta. I just follow the charts. But I think this is a pretty good buy-in price. If we're looking at this chart here, of course we have pre-sales from Alliance Insight. It was like you're paying close to $5 for this. And then it dips down, then some people came in and went back up to 3, and now we're a little over $1. Like, if we're talking, not counting shipping, y'all, this is literally less than $1. This is wild. I personally would be coming in and snatching these up. At least just like, man, if you got, like, look at this right here. This is a good one. $2. Or sorry, 2 quantity. You talking $2. Man, go to their website, their shop, their TCG player, and just snatch up a few other things to get the free shipping. That's what I would do. Like, that's perfect. Just get some exposure to it, And then we're going to talk about this. This card was literally $1 like weeks ago. $1 from Supreme Darkness, I'm not even going to try to pronounce this name because Lord knows where they come up with these things. But look at this chart, man. We talking about the Rocky Mountains over here. Like, this chart up and down, and then back all the way up higher, and then back down. What's going to happen here? Like, do we see a trend? It went up and then down a little bit, up, down a little bit, and then all the way up to the moon. And then it's coming back down. This is probably going to go back up even higher, y'all. That's just my take. Especially Mitsurugi being arguably the best deck, as an engine. I mean, I think if you're paying less than $10, it feels tough. Might not be a terrible investment. I know me personally, I will be offloading these cards. That's just me. And we're going to talk about another card. Yo, Deception of the Sinful Spoils. Look at how the mighty have fallen. $21 for this card, y'all. This is literally the downside of a mountain. Like, I remember when this came out, we was selling them for like $49.99. I'm pretty sure they went even higher than that at one point, but we sold out quick. So I wasn't even paying attention. But this card has slowly just came down, crashing down. Went up a little bit, got a little hype, and then down, baby. That's crazy. This card, I personally think, though, if you ask me, this card, it's a patience game. So right now you see 21 bones for this, okay? So I would just wait. This is a card worth watching, y'all. If this card drops below 20 bucks, I'd snatch up at least one. Like, at least. Because why? This card, God knows when it's going to get a reprint. But that is a good point, though. If it does come out in Battle of Legend, I mean, I would have been offloaded this card. I don't know. If you didn't offload them by now, man, you're probably just worth holding it, because if it starts going back up, man, this is an investment card. If you didn't offload it when we told you to. So, just things to keep in mind. But then we got Tenpai Dragon Genroku from Infinite Forbidden. This card has been going parabolic. I don't know if Tenpai has just been doing good in the meta because I don't really follow the meta, but all I know is the charts. And I know this and its counterpart, Hydra, have been going parabolic. People are coming in, snatching these up. Like, this card literally was not even. This was like back in February. I think I was right around the ban list. But yeah, 257. This card tanked. And then it was pretty steady about $3, $4, right? And then it went up to 5, went back down a little bit, and then whoop, now we're at talking like $14 for this card. This is a card worth offloading. I would not be picking this up for this price because all it takes is Tenpai Dragon and just disappear again, and this card is back to like $3, $4. Me, I will be eating up that that it's already coming back down. So like right now we're looking at $6, $7 for it, maybe 8. Man, I would still be offloading this card. That's just me. Next, we're going to talk about Apopus. We all know the Odeon support kind of just fell off the face of the earth. I mean, like I said, I don't follow competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, but I just know the charts, and it's just been disappearing. Everything's been just cliffhanger, bro. Like, it's just falling off the mountain. Like, look at this. This is crazy. I think this is a good price. I think, man, I might come snatch up like 3 of these now. Like, this is crazy. All the Odeon support. Man, Treasures of the Kings. Like, do you really think this price for this card, you're paying like $5 for this card. Do you think this is going to hold forever? No. This card is eventually going to booty shape recovery back up Mount Everest. All it takes is for this deck to get like one top at a regional. If it wins, this is crazy. Like, even at just the top, like guys, what was it like? Maybe like 4 or 5 months ago when Sky Striker just got a random top at a regional, and we're talking a regional, not even a YCS. And Sky Striker cards just went parabolic. Like, this is wild. But this card right here, we talking a buy-in price of $5. Man, come snatch this play setup right here. That's what I would do. You dropping $15 for this card when one copy could very easily be $20. And you talking like $60 for a play set? That's a come up if you ask me. Definitely a card worth just snatching up a few of these, play set probably because you need 3 for the deck anyway. Man, put these in your trade binder, your investment binder is what I call it. I got a couple. I got my trade binder, I got my investment binder, because my investment binder, that's where I put cards that I'm holding. Like this right here. I picked this up and I am not trading this. I'm not even showing this to people because if somebody needs it, they're, it's like, yo, let me get that off you. No. No. This is my investment binder. I'll be snatching these up right now. But yes, we are officially at the halfway point, and just gotta say, thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys like this content, please just hit that subscribe button, like the video. It really helps me a lot in the YouTube algorithm here with Grandpa's Treasure Shop. We do have our our eBay where we have singles. We do have our TikTok shop for DIY projects, some sealed product, miscellaneous Yu-Gi-Oh accessories, all in support of Konami, and then I do have like, a random Etsy page here with Grandpa's Treasure Shop where we do fun, crafty projects that are fan-made projects. So if you guys like stuff like that, go check it out, link in the description. But yeah, no, it really, really helps out a lot. And just keep in mind, this is not official financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only, solely based off my and our opinion here at Grandpa's Treasure Shop. But we want to be able to provide for the community and help you guys out with making smarter purchases. We don't want to be one of those bozo guys, where you buy for high and sell for low. We don't want that for you guys. We're here to help you not do that. So yeah, let's just go ahead and hop right back in. Next, we're going to talk about Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon from Rage of the Abyss. Man, this card is going parabolic. We see another Mount Everest here. It's kind of crazy. We got $12 for this card when literally weeks ago it was like $7, $8. Like, that's crazy. I knew this card had potential when it came out. I had a feeling. And when this card, yeah, sure, the pre-sales, we made out like a bandit here, but shortly after this card, it didn't take long for it to hit $7, $8. Like, not long at all. But now look at the chart. We see this just going to the moon. And it's already at $12. If you ask me, I don't think this is a terrible buy-in price, only because I think this card easily could be like a $40, $50 card. The probability of this card getting a reprint soon is not likely. If you ask me, this is just my opinion. If anything, they might reprint this card in the tens. It's like a prismatic secret. That would be my guess. Me, I think even just coming in here, dropping $12, just picking up one copy of this just to get some exposure. If this card does hit $40, $50, you're winning. Like dead serious. Like, even these cards, Max Metalmorph. I remember when this card came out, we was selling just one of these for like, I think it was like $249 or something like that. People were coming in and snatching this common up. Like, it was just crazy to see. But I don't know. Honestly, I would say just snatching up one of these, maybe grab you a little play set of the Metal Illusionist, play set of Incoming Machine, maybe like one of the Flame Swordsmen, little play set of these. Man, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea if you ask me, because you're not dropping very much. Like, man, this card is 15 cents. What happens when I don't know, this becomes a good engine, the Metalmorph engine? Like, that's what Konami's trying to push with this. Like, they're trying to support this engine and make it splashable, I guess. What happens when it is splashable and it's good in the meta? This card right here that's 15 cents, this card could very easily be like $3, $4. Like, very easily. Incoming Machine, same thing. 17 cents. Metal Flame Swordsman, you talking $1.45. Come on now. Like, when this card very easily has like $10, $15 potential one day, I don't know how long, maybe 6 months down the road, investment binder. That's what I would say. That's just, my insight on this. But yes, next we are going to talk about DDD Wave High King Caesar, the quarter century secret rare. This is not a card I would be picking up right now. Could it go higher? 100%. But if you pick this card up less than 20s, like 1999, like 20 some, you were winning. Would I be dropping 35 on this card? Heck no. Like, this card right here is a good one to just offload. I'm getting rid of this card. Like, I am not trying to buy in at this price. There's 3 pages. What could this price cap out at? People are coming in for this. Oh, man. This card could very easily hit 150, 200. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not. Probably not, but I could be wrong. There's no crystal ball, but alongside that, another card right here, the Visor King Deuce Machinix. I have not seen a lot of people on Market Watches talking about this card. I think this card is a crazy investment. I mean, look at this. This person right here got 16 copies, and it's 60 cents, y'all. What happens right underneath that? And he's a reputable seller. Right underneath that, we talking $2. So you go from, you telling me 60 cents to $2? Man, if someone don't come in here and snatch up all 16 of these, like, you already winning by doing that. Like, look at this. Bottom of the page, we almost $3. And then we move on forward. Bottom of this page, yeah, it's creeping, bro. It's creeping. There's only 6 pages of this from the 2023 tens. That's crazy if you ask me. What could this card cap? So we talking a cap $10. This card could be on buyout. Like, all it takes is for an engine to be in a specific deck that's doing well, and you need one copy of this, and this card is easily $25, $30. That's just me. That's just me. I think this is a good one. But next, we're going to talk about M. Seti, Glory of Horus. M. Seti. This is a card we've believed in for a while. Honestly, I think this is a card worth holding. If you have these, I would just hold on for a little bit longer because I think this has like $50 potential. Would I buy in at this price? Heck no. Maybe just one. If you really agree with me and you think this card could be like a 50 piece, yes, snatch you one up at 26. I'm personally not trying to buy a playset for this because you never know. Like, what if these do get reprinted in Battle of Legend? We never know. We never know what Konami's going to decide to do. But yeah, I think this card, all it takes is, this is the central piece of the Horus engine. And this engine is good, y'all. Like, I do think this could be a 50 piece, but I'm not trying to go crazy on the buy-in right now. Like I said, one copy, call it a day. Put it in the investment binder. You chilling. But yeah, that's just my take on it. Next, we're going to talk about an older card, Chaos Sorcerer. There's a lot of crazy things happening with Sorcerer right now. Sorcerer for a damage unlimited of this ultra rare, which is beautiful, magnificent, by the way. We talking 71.98. Now, as far as sales data, we got some people coming in. We see somebody bought a mod play unlimited yesterday for 145. Yo, if you can get deals on this card, I would snatch this card up quick. I am not paying 145 for it, but hey, I'm just saying, all these at the top, these are damage. But we talking the first mod play is 140? Man, that's crazy. That's just crazy. If you can get this card for less than 100 and it's mod play all the way up to near mint, snatch these cards up because this right here is a good long-term investment. This card did not get a quarter century secret rare. So guess what? People playing GOAT format, they're going to want to come in and snatch this card up. The ultra rare. I'm pretty sure this is the technical max rarity of this card because, it is the most expensive one, but if I'm not mistaken. But yes, so this was just a side quest, essentially. I think Chaos Sorc, if you can snatch these ultra rares up for less than $100, snatch them up. Last card we're going to talk about is DDD Abyss King Gilgamesh. This card is going parabolic right now. We do see a Mount Everest, and then it just starts falling back down. If you guys, man, if y'all don't come in here and snatch this card up for a few dollars, man, I'm grabbing 3 of these, like $6, call it a day. Like, man, what you want to do right here, man, see this person right here, 33 listings or 33 quantities, sorry, you dropping $2 almost a piece. I'm snatching up like 9 of these, y'all. Like, why not? What happens when this card hits 10, 15? Like, is it out of the norm? I just call that good money investing, yo. Like, $2, buy like 9 of these. Like, call it a day. Just put them in your investment binder. You just fill up a whole page, and I'm sitting on this card. Some people might be afraid of a reprint. Man, for this buy-in price, at least a play set, you telling me you can't drop $6 to take a risk? This is a crazy card right now. And we're almost sold out. I think we got like 1 copy left on our eBay. Like, this is crazy. This is madness, y'all. But yes, that is the end of the Market Watch. If y'all like this content, like I said before, please drop a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. We really do appreciate everybody that's been supporting us so far. And, we want to keep doing this. Help us, with the YouTube algorithm, all that. Dropping a sub, man, that really does help us a lot. And we do plan on doing these all the time because we're always watching the market anyway. So yeah, with all that being said, Brett here with Grandpa's Treasure Shop. I'm going back to the Shadow Realm. Peace.